You are now locked in to Crossover Media.
I've low-key been looking forward to something like this, so I'm not sure people in my comments going crazy. Also knew he was gonna produce a project soon.
I seen Santander, they bang man chairs. You would have thought man bang squares. I'm old school, foot the lift, would take the apple and pears. Ladders and stairs, I'm in the air. Hope these snakes ain't catching me there. Actually, yeah, who said that life even had to be fair? I got it offbeat, I rap offbeat. I put K's in the bando, that's keys on keys. K's in the trap, that's blades and brown.
Making K's in the trap, K-Trap, one of the worst bars ever in UK music history. I'm liking this subtle build-up. It's kind of fitting like when an artist drops a little piece of the hook in the beginning of a song. I don't know if he's actually going to repeat some of these bars, or this is actually a part of Duppy itself, but yeah. I'm liking some of the
banker rappers, I seen Santander,
banker
they
rapper.
bang man chairs.
Okay.
You would have thought man bang square.
I know obviously it was a Santander reference, but I see a banker rappers. I see Santander. Santander. I see Santander. Santander.
The banker rappers, I seen Santander, they bang man chairs. You would have thought man bang squares. I'm old school, foot the lift, would take the apple and pears. Ladders and stairs, I'm in the air. Hope these snakes ain't catching me there. Actually, yeah, who said that life even had to be fair? I got it offbeat, I rap offbeat. I put K's in the bando, that's keys on keys. K's in the trap, that's blades and brown. Putting kitties and knives in some basic town. Let's see you really rapping. Benny told me I got mad talent, but let me break this down.
I'm a young fuck, been a gunner, I ain't see no future. My little baby drive me crazy, but she Chris like Luda. No biggie, I'm packed, won't get my strap, picture that.
Just so y'all know, I'm not finna pause everything, explain every single one. Hey, I got that one, guys. Right? The edits are on the screen. I got it. Yeah, Lord have mercy.
Sick town. Let's see you really rapping. Benny told me I got mad talent, but let me break this down.
I'm a young fuck, been a gunner, I ain't see no future. My little baby drive me crazy, but she Chris like Luda. No biggie, I'm packed, won't get my strap, picture that cold that. When I ain't have no plat, still busting all my old tracks. I need me a bold little yap. I remember times when niggas wouldn't let me in. I push Ye the same colour as Kim. You take me in, I'm shorty shifty and I'm slim. I'm from Manny, no one plugging me in. Tryna be filthy rich like who's Mozzie. I got this tutu on me, plus I move Bobby, move from me. We do robberies, I'm a jack up, prices on the whiskey went up. When they locked Black up, moving like MKii, acting like mice. When they locked Mike, all I did was chop white, cut it with my lock knife and get.
This is one of the reasons why I appreciate Meekz as an artist so much. I high-key want to just do a whole thing around artists like him and why they're so smart. Meekz doesn't have to drop every other week, every other month, but when he drops, you know it is going to be quality. And I know he's just thinking on a whole other level. I don't know if he has a team behind him. Just before I even knew that there was going to be a project announced, the second I saw, alright, cool, Meekz is dropping a Daily Duppy after so long, he has something dropping. I already knew, because that's just the lane of thought that I know that he occupies when it comes to his music and his career. So none of this is surprising in terms of like the fact that it's so good, but I don't know Meekz is a punchline rapper. So the fact that he's delivering all of these is kind of spinning me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Stock prices on the whiskey went up. When they locked Black up, moving like MKii, acting like mice. When they locked Mike, all I did was chop white, cut it with my lock knife and get it for a top price. One day I need a fiance, but more time I'm on my J's like Beyonce.
Okay.
And if you fuck with a nigga, keep me on play. So much attitude, I think I need a beat from Dre. I gotta grind every day, could only be one way. I gotta do it for my city, but I'm repping the country. Fuck me or love me, I made it M alone, Bugsy. We need Pugsy. Everybody equal, rash for the people. It was a big deal for me to make year of the road. Cause if niggas ain't my mate,
that's a fact. I'm not gonna, yeah, I already have an idea of what he's about to reference. The fact that there were so many people on that song. Year of the Real, while it may not necessarily be any of those artists' best work or their best verses per se, just the fact that he put that together. Again, Meekz produces quality. Every single thing that he drops is just a whole other caliber. And it makes sense why somebody like him is able to not produce as much music and still maintain such a strong, solid fan base. Because he's thinking on a whole other level. Yeah.
People, it was a big deal for me to make year of the real. Cause if niggas ain't my mate, then I just can't be fake. And I got paid off white raps like RDH. They tryna.
RD&H or white rappers, white rap. I'm not gonna lie. I know people get on me when I point out the similes, but shout outs to other reactors like Scooteria School and Walks who have been getting on artists with the similes as well. I get it for Dilly Duppy. There has to be the punchline kind of element to it. I think Meekz is executing it with a slight notch above the level of simile that kind of annoys me. He has these extra little bit of an element to it that makes that punchline slap a little bit harder. But nonetheless, I can appreciate what he's doing, especially as an artist who isn't really a punchline artist per se. He's able to sort of incorporate those kinds of lines into his storytelling. I typically know Meekz for his storytelling. That's one of the reasons why I appreciate him as an artist. So I think he's doing a good job as somebody who isn't necessarily a punchline rapper per se.
Feel the waves, the only thing they can't steal is me on my name. I send shots for the game, cause I'm big in the game. E came and caused mayhem. I've been at L and get I in the AM. Kiss and don't tell, I ain't taking no L. All the gal and GA, got me like Oasis. All I do is mash peas, that's homemade chips. It's so basic,
Mashed peas, potatoes, mashed potatoes. Potatoes make chips, fries, etc. Mash.
The only thing they can't steal is me on my name. I send shots for the game, cause I'm big in the game. E came and caused mayhem. I've been at L and get I in the AM. Kiss and don't tell, I ain't taking no L. All the gal and GA, got me like Oasis. All I do is mash peas, that's homemade chips.
And also, I'm not jumping out of my seat for that reference. I don't necessarily understand exactly who and what was being referenced and how those things come together, but Dilly Duppy obviously gives you the visuals, so it's like I get the gist of what's being pieced together. So y'all can let me know in the comment section as to exactly why that scheme in particular is so impressive. If it does happen to be one of those that I'm not like thoroughly breaking down and y'all want me to, but yeah.
It's so basic, I'm so biased when it comes to this flow game shit. Heading down the rocky road, I used to roll with stones. So if you phone this phone, that's drugs, violence and rock and roll. Now it's time to heat it up like they forgot I'm cold. Gotta think about this life before you hop on road. Kick back on Sundays, ain't happy on Mondays. Gunchester bag of gunplays, cocaine leave you with a numb face. Coming at you like Cleopatra.
And you know, he kind of poked fun at himself a little bit for his flows when he says, you know, I rap off beat. I like when artists are able to address the elephant in the room, but also let you know that it's intentional. Meekz is definitely one of those artists who I appreciate for his flows because they're so unorthodox. That's one of the things that I personally tend to look out for when I'm doing these reactions. How can this artist bring a level of ownability? How can they do something in a way that other artists cannot? And Meekz is just one of those. Of course, there's his accent, but the way that he tells his stories and the way that he has those moments where he kind of stops rhyming, right? Backroad G is somebody who pointed that out about himself as well. He could purposely stop a rhyme scheme, bring it back a little bit later, kind of jump off beat a little bit, but showing he actually is on beat by landing on the next part. Like, he does so many small little things that no other artist that I could think of at the top of my head does the way that he does it.
Bag of gunplays, cocaine leave you with a numb face. Coming at you like Cleopatra. Put respect on my city and Benedict Wong needs a BAFTA. Niggas really get shot, this ain't no KC lot. And my style ain't free, they gotta pay me lots. That's why they wait for the drop. I treat rap like trap.
Oh, wait, hold on, let me pull that back.
Style ain't free, they gotta pay me lots. That's why they wait for the drop.
Facts though. Shout outs to Mimi. Yeah, like, Meekz is one of those, I love when he takes his time. I said it earlier. He takes every single thing about what he does. This beat selection, this alone is probably going to be enough for him to get a little bit of a wider fan base. He's giving you that throwback beat kind of vibe. This isn't necessarily a generation of music that I personally resonate with, but when an artist does it well, I can appreciate it. I can't necessarily think of a particular artist or time period that this like directly lines up with. Maybe somebody like Jay-Z. I think I could kind of hear like a Jay-Z on this kind of a beat. So y'all let me know who you hear in this kind of beat. Maybe like a Jay-Z, maybe a Nas, somebody from their time period. But yeah, let's continue.
I treat rap like trap. In the meantime, I'm scraping the pot. The tape was 10-10, I went and put flake on the top.
See? I think I get what you're saying.
That's why they wait for the drop. I treat rap like trap. In the meantime, I'm scraping the pot. The tape was 10-10, I went and put flake on the top.
Sounds like he's saying he takes his time with what he produces, and at the end of it, he takes what's the best quality and then puts a little extra on top for y'all. That's what I think he's saying.
The longer I took, the greater it got.
Facts.
Lippy for what? Like I don't lick shot.
As soon as I seen Lippy on news, I should have paused it and called it. I was like, Lippy, the way that he's been making these references, this has to be a Lippy. Come on, son.
The greater it got. Lippy for what? Like I don't lick shot. And I'm a big poet, even the chicks know it.
You reference Chunks next?
She wanna be my missus, told her don't bank on it. I put heats in the street like Tiffany Calver. New stick so pretty that I think that I found her. Put my face in the browser. Now I'm out of town, you think I'm a scouser. Play dirty like I'm fighting with bouncer. Find me in the chat, find me on a rap. Put heat on any beat. Ask P1 if I cap, they stole my sound, I want it back. Nigga, I'm the one like Donovan's back. Any beat can get it, I K any. I'm an all-star these days, I can't tell if she a model.
I will K any. I'm an all-star. I have to send this one to Scootery School. Scootery School is gonna body this breakdown, yo. If he hasn't already, yo.
Street like Tiffany Calver. New stick so pretty that I think that I found her. Put my face in the browser. Now I'm out of town, you think I'm a scouser. Play dirty like I'm fighting with bouncer. Find me in the chat, find me on a rap. Put heat on any beat. Ask P1 if I cap, they stole my sound, I want it back. Nigga, I'm the one like Donovan's back. Any beat can get it, I K any. I'm an all-star these days, I can't tell if she a model or a porn star. Hit 'em with the brilliance. Now my brand done worth millions. I hit the end with W. Forever been a trouble you. I had to shout you.
I like that W trouble you. See, that's not a flaw I think I've ever heard Meekz do. And that one was cold. That was a very cold sequence. My favorite flows from Meekz is probably God's Clever. I think that's my favorite flows from that song. When I first discovered it, I lost my mind. Nonetheless, this is really cold. This is giving me that Daily Duppy vibe before we got the black and the gold. Well, yellow, gold, whatever. Like, y'all don't know. I'm talking about that Gets, that Reg 3-2 era Daily Duppy. I'm talking about like before we, yo. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know.
Any beat can get it,
that's what kind of vibe I'm getting.
I'm an all-star these days, I can't tell if she a model or a porn star. Hit 'em with the brilliance. Now my brand done worth millions. I hit the end with W. Forever been a trouble you. I had to shout you. He from the other group. I put my life in my vids and take no credit. I stay close to the edit. I'm so Cole Bennett.
Hold on, I wonder if this is the actual edit timeline. I heard of Cole Bennett, by the way. Obviously, he's talking about editing and videos. Cole, I get it, right? I want to see.
Stay close to the.
This can't be the actual. Nah, this can't be the actual editing timeline for this. Maybe it is. Maybe this is the actual timeline. Who knows? I was just saying.
Edit, I'm so Cole Bennett. And these niggas that I wouldn't even shoot. Can't see my face, but I'm clever. Triggering somebody armor. Can't stop wars, I popcorn in lungs and kidney. Now the funds are silly. No.
He brings back the accent specifically for that sequence and that scheme.
I stay close to the edit, I'm so Cole Bennett. And these niggas that I wouldn't even shoot. Can't see my face, but I'm clever. Triggering somebody armor. Can't stop wars, I popcorn in lungs and kidney. Now the funds are silly. Numbers pretty got me laughing to the bank like chunks and filling.
I'm the best. I'm the best. I almost thought I played myself earlier as, oh, now he ain't gonna mention Chunks after that. All that time he went through the sequence, he ain't gonna mention Chunks. I'm the best.
And these niggas that I wouldn't even shoot. Can't see my face, but I'm clever. Triggering somebody armor. Can't stop wars, I popcorn in lungs and kidney. Now the funds are silly. Numbers pretty got me laughing to the bank like chunks and filling. I really came from a hunger city. This one for my Aussie gang. We down and under like we come from Sydney. Gathered my thoughts and I wrote them down. I'm so JK when I'm rolling loud.
Oh, I figured he would have referenced JK, but that's a cool reference to JK the Grammar.
Hey Jude, I'm trying to beat less and get head, don't let me down. All I see is murder, what a masterpiece. When I'm done with rap, I might go and do a master degree. Actually, after this, don't even chat to me. Literally, need more than literacy to sit with me. I handle my women bossy like Caroline. Everybody.
At first, I was like, y'all dragging it, y'all amping this up. That's how it typically goes in my comments sometimes. People get a little too overzealous. This might actually be one of the best things to drop. Yeah, I saw Walks' thumbnail when his reaction to this one appeared on my flipping recommended. I get it. Wait, oh, you know what's crazy? I was like, I wonder if they're actually gonna put the lyrics to the. I see I put K's in the trap. I see the Beyonce. They actually put the lyrics to the song. That's attention to detail. And that's one of the reasons why Daily Duppy is one of the best platforms for music to ever exist, ever.
Down, I'm so JK when I'm rolling loud.
The other day I
should have been at rolling loud. Hey Jude, I'm trying to beat less and get hell, don't let me down. All I see is murder, what a masterpiece. When I'm done with rap, I might go and do a master degree. Actually, after this, don't even chat to me. Literally, need more than literacy to sit with me. I handle my women bossy like Caroline. Everybody wanna chat like Chucky when they're online. But I can see it in their eyes, they ain't on crime. I did a lick one time. I mean 2 times, maybe a few times. Don't compare me to no new guys. I send your bitch Dubai, just 2 by. Can't wait to fly, rather me than them poo guys. I seen a lot of shit a few times. I rock the mask before poo shies. To say greatness.
I need you to start calling it. Cause like he said poo, it has to be a Pooh Shiesty reference coming up. Like he foreshadowed it. I just need to start calling it. But anyway.
Dubai, can't wait to fly, rather me than them poo guys. I seen a lot of shit a few
I thought
times.
that's where the Pooh Shiesty reference
I rock
came
the
in.
mask before poo shies. To say greatness takes time. When you got a D.I.E.E.Z.Y. Like why DZ gotta die. I make it look easy when I rhyme. Free me on my mind. I went from free dough and hitting licks to doing ghetto gigs. Part life main stage and Dave had me at the Brits. When Annie cried I said I love her to bits. Now everybody wanna rap like me and act like me. It's true, I'm back my G.
He even referenced himself in there just a little bit. You know, oftentimes with these super dense, like lyrical Daily Duppies, I'm gonna appreciate it for the moment, but I'm not really gonna go back and listen to this that much. There's Daily Duppies that I love. This is probably gonna be like my top 5 personal Daily Duppies ever. I'm going to listen to. This is cold. I almost have half a mind to wheel this whole thing, but we're gonna reel it back a little bit.
A few times, don't compare me to no new guy.
Wow.
I send your bitch Dubai, just 2 by. Can't wait to fly, rather me than them poo guys.
I know who I can hear like flipping diplomats on this, Jewels and them. I can hear them on something like this, like some throwback New York. That's probably why people like Nas and Jay-Z came to mind. It has that throwback New York type vibe to it. I think that's the reason why it's resonating with me. Even though it doesn't resonate with me in terms of my personal style and what I listen to, it's resonating with me in terms of my experience and what I grew up around and that kind of. I think that's why. That's why. Because I can't pinpoint anything wrong with the beat, but the beat is like, it's just so perfect for what he's delivering on it. It's, I don't know.
A lot of shit a few times. I rock the mask before poo shies. To say greatness takes time. When you got a D.I.E.E.Z.Y. Like why DZ gotta die. I make it look easy when I rhyme. Free me on my mind. I went from free dough and hitting licks to doing ghetto gigs. Part life main stage and Dave had me at the Brits. When Annie cried I said I love her to bits. Now everybody wanna rap like me and act like me. It's true, I'm back my G.
Wow. I am going to listen back. Wow. This is one of those things where it may or may not get widespread recognition because Meekz is a very niche kind of artist, but this is definitely one of the best things that ever come out of the UK, at least within the last 5 to 10 years or so. This is one of those things that I personally could see withholding and withstanding whatever the test of time. Like I said, there's older Daily Duppies that I personally love. Red Street 2's Daily Duppy is one of my personal favorite things ever. Point blank period. This right here is the perfect embodiment of exactly why Meekz is the artist who he is, why he has the fan base that he does, why he can drop so infrequently but still have such a huge impact with every single thing that he drops. Everything that he drops creates a moment that you can talk about. And that's why Meekz does so well. All his visuals are cold. This one, while I had those very small gripes with the way some of the punchlines were delivered, every single thing about it, from top to bottom, all the different people who he shouted out his own scene, he shouted out people outside of the scene, from America, all that. This is one of the best Dilly Duppies ever. And there's nothing else I can say about that. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. And as always, sit tight for some more reactions. I do go on this coffee. Until next time, peace.